Hurricane Lidia has made a catastrophic Category 4 landfall with winds of 140 miles an hour, gusts of 155 miles per hour, pressure of 942 millibars, moving northeast at 16 miles per hour as of landfall October 10th, 2023 at 8 p.m. Eastern United States time. On your screen, you can see where the storm has made landfall. It is a landfall on Puerto Vallarta right now, or closest to Puerto Vallarta at this time. The eye passing just a smidge south of that. Has crossed into land now at this time, made a tremendous landfall, 140 mile per hour sustained and 155 mile per hour gusting eye wall, moving straight through those areas now, causing the maximum destruction possible. This storm, although didn't get the greatest eye structure, definitely had an eye structure and it was definitely visible. However, this storm was and still is extremely powerful and life-threatening to the areas under impacts right now. This powerful hurricane will begin to rapidly weaken as it gets closer to the mountains of Mexico, and I am almost certain that by tomorrow morning will be probably either will be at highest a Category 1 hurricane, most likely all the way down to a tropical storm by then. We expect rapid weakening tonight, as storms that do make landfall in Mexico do tend to go completely poof. So, that being said, here is the cone showing that landfall right now, and the surface winds. Here's the surface wind map showing that this color you see, any circles of those colors right there, are the colors that are producing winds of 75 plus miles per hour, and then generally around the white circle is where generally would the 140 mile per hour sustained and 155 mile per hour gusting winds would be at this point, which is just south of Puerto Vallarta at this time, and those winds, which are capable of not only taking down houses, but causing significant damage to larger buildings, even small skyscrapers, smaller city buildings, okay, I wouldn't call them skyscrapers, but small size city buildings, city towers, could also receive damage in the form of window damage, outer wall damage may occur due to flying debris, power loss to those buildings, and at lower levels flooding could occur. Extreme splashover on the coastal areas, storm surge that could range between 9 and 11 feet will be possible, and heavy rainfall in these areas, which could potentially amount to as little as a foot of rain, could result in severe mudslides and flash flooding in the areas, and coastal flooding definitely on the cards because of the splashover and storm surge. Beach erosion definitely on the cards. The damage, especially to the coast, will be catastrophic. The damage farther inland, though, will be very significant and potentially devastating, but probably not quite catastrophic, because, as I said, this storm is expected to weaken substantially. We're going to go to the interactive map now, and I know I never go this much and haven't gone this much in depth since I started, but this is a landfall update here. This is a landfall bulletin. These orange colors here are where the hurricane force winds are taking place right now. I'm going to turn on the track here. So as you can see, if I zoom in significantly, we have areas being impacted by the winds on your screen right now. I do not read Mexican very well, so for those of you who know what it is, pause the video to take a quick look. I can't read most Mexican names. But the storm is continuing to move inland. at this time. The eye, as you can see right there, is marking the eye center. It's just moved on shore. So that being said, this very powerful storm was in the form of Category 4 Hurricane Lidia. Will go down on the books now as being one of the most intense landfalling storms in Mexico, one of them in Mexico history, and one of the strongest in quite a while. You can see that the storm did gain a somewhat decent and visible eye structure. It did go all the way for about an hour or two. It did go all the way down to the floor. As you can see, there did appear to be total eye clearing in those clouds, but only for a brief time. And 70 to 80 between negative 70 to negative 80 degree cloud tops are coming on shore, and that is a sign that this storm has been an extremely powerful storm and still is. Although now, if you, of course, you can see right after landfall, even though this is still a Category 4, you literally will just watch the eye structure just totally collapse. And the northern side of the storm especially really just massively decayed from most of its high cloud tops. So the storm is already weakening. That being said, I do apologize for the longer than usual bulletin, but this is landfall of a Category 4 of a powerful and extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane, Hurricane Lidia.